Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please watch this video till end. Before we start, kindly hit the subscribe button. Coronation Street confirms dramatic return as legend is left to die, according to new spoilers. The net draws in on evil Joel Deering in Coronation Street next week, as two townsfolk get closer to the truth. Tracy McDonald is also set to make a big comeback to Weatherfield on the ITV soap, with dad Ken Barlow believing there's more to her homecoming than meets the eye. Scheming Rowan Cunliffe becomes frantic in his attempt to persuade Lean Battersby and Amy Barlow to invest in the Institute's resource center, but how far will he go? One much-loved couple is concerned when Twisted Copper Kit Green weighs in on their relationship and Paul Foreman's health is deteriorating. Fortunately for you, Metro.co.uk has all the juicy details from next week's Corey. Here's everything you need to know. Lean wonders if she's doing the right thing by staying away from Toya's cancer treatment, but Rowan is there to reassure her. After being requested to invest in the Institute's new resource center, Amy joyfully tells Lean that she is thinking about spending part of Deirdre's inheritance money, but she needs Ken's permission first. Audie doubts if Amy is doing the right thing and cautions her not to risk such a large sum of money. A horrified Nick is by Toya's side in the hospital, and when she develops difficulties, he contacts Lean and tells her to rush over to Wethy General. In other news, Steve invites Cassie to a classical music concert in the park, which she enthusiastically accepts. After dressing up for a date night, she arrives at No. 1 to learn she is Ken's chaperone for the evening. Steve is meeting up with Demi instead. Jenny rents Glenda's old room to Kit at the Rovers, and he's delighted to be in the middle of the gossip shop. Later, Paul is upset when his newfound brother fails to join them for a family supper. Amy communicates her decision to Rowan, who sends it to Lean. She claims that she is far too preoccupied with Toya's illness, and he begins to fear that he is losing his grasp on her. As the sisters meet, Nick confesses his love for Toya and believes there is no better time to tell Lean. Rowan promptly stops him in his tracks, threatening to reveal the scandal himself unless he pays £20,000 for the resource center. At the florist's flat, Paul plays a tape to Kit begging him to forgive Bernie, but he steadfastly refuses. Paul suddenly loses his breath and Kit panics. Over the road at No. 1, Ken gets fed up with Steve and Cassie's squabbles and orders them out of the house. Cassie realizes that she, too, is fed up and chooses to leave her caregiving position. But as she prepares to resign, she overhears Ken on the phone and is given food for thought. The net closes in on Joel as DD notices a notification from Belfast Airport requesting him to rate his experience. He hastily hides and claims that it was intended to be a business vacation. Is she finally onto him? DD offers to Emily that Maeve might like to be the flower girl at her impending wedding, and she hands her a fairy charm for the youngster's bracelet, which Joel allegedly purchased for her. Emily is immediately skeptical and claims no such jewelry exists, warning her to be cautious because Joel is still paying rent on his former flat. Confused by the happenings, she snatches the keys from his briefcase and runs over and discovers food in the cupboards. Will she receive more than she bargained for now that she believes he is having an affair? Tracy returns home from Spain and is surprised to discover Cassie has been hired as her father's carer. Ken suspects there is more to Amy's situation than meets the eye when she calls to check in. Mason discovers a bruise on Betsy's arm and believes it was caused by the man she's been rinsing for cash and advises her to notify her mother. Is Joel about to be caught out by another local? Lean is torn between seeing Simon and Peter in Rotterdam and continuing her institute work, which will result in her promotion to level 8. Kit flirts with Daisy as he moves his belongings into the Rovers. Ryan is too intent on his vinyl collection to notice. Thanks for watching this video. Take care.